Hello there, everybody. Sherman, thank you for all the engagement. Again, my purpose is to leave a legacy by positively impacting people, whether that's a little bit or a long. So I wanted to be able to just check in with the daily vlog today and kind of what went on. Big part of the conversations that I had today was number one with one of my advisors in setting out the stage of the marketing strategies that we want to be able to focus in on. I brought on 3 new advisors last year. One came from the industry, one had interned with me for a couple years, and then the other one was coming back into the industry after having a severe actually head injury, and is working with his father in a succession plan opportunity. And so the goal is to be able to get those 3 up and running. And one of their strengths, all of them that they collectively have, is that they're all analytical, very good with the details. And for me, I'm very big picture. And so as I was talking to one of the advisors here in central Wisconsin, I was telling him, okay, the number one pillar of our marketing plan is to focus on partnerships. That's small regional banks and CPAs. Now I'm partnering up with a CPA. Hopefully I have a meeting with him on the 13th, and hopefully he and I continue to vibe, and we both have the same philosophy for how we want to help clients achieve their financial goals. But that'll be a huge win, is having a CPA in our pocket that we can leverage his skill set and his team skill set. He has about 4 tax preparers in the Green Bay area. The next one is being able to partner with those small regional banks and be able to offer financial services to all of their customers, and at the same time being able to share in the revenue, and we can talk to them about how we can do that in a very efficient way. And then we take on all the compliance and take care of their customers from a paperwork perspective. The next pillar was focusing on business owners and really having a conversation where we want to do financial education for all those employees and help them to leverage all the retirement and employee benefits that are being offered them. At the same time, we want to be able to make sure that their employee benefits as a whole is being more proactive and less reactionary to what's going on in the marketplace. So you have the partnerships, the business owners. Then we're focusing on one of my buddies is launching. We're calling it K Sports Financial Services. And so what we're doing is we're seeing if we can change that story where you have about 80% of those that leave the NBA and the NFL are broke, bankrupt broke, right? So after 18 to 36 months, they have no money. So we want to be able to change that conversation. And so it's more about financial literacy to those individuals, and also being able to help them think more like a business owner as they look at their income. And again, from a standpoint of, it's more of an educational piece with these individuals and those that come to them asking for money, family and friends. We want to be able to have an educational conversation with them, thinking more like a business owner. Okay, if I give you $25,000, I give you $100,000, what should I expect in return? And just because you're a good friend of mine, I need to look at this money like it's a business and not a handout. Because if it's a handout, then basically I should just burn the money and let it go. So that was the conversation I had with one of my advisors. And then as I was reached out to a guy that was in media and talked to him about my idea about partnering up with some sports, some professional athletes. So the next step then is reaching out to those individuals. The other thing that got me thinking about was just overall financial literacy, because that's something that I'm very passionate about, is just changing that overall narrative. And I had a conversation actually with someone through Facebook Messenger about just the lack of education when it comes to financial literacy and how important that is to someone's life. If you think about it, for your entire working life, you will be worried and well, hopefully not too overly worried, but you will be thinking about money and basically how do you utilize it, how do you leverage it, and actually how do you deploy it. And the problem is, if you look at education and even college, there's probably nothing on basic finance. Unless you decide to go in the business school, or you happen to have a big enough campus that actually offers personal finance as a degree. And so as I was talking to this person on Facebook, I then reached out to one of my advisors and I said, hey, let's see if we can reach out to a bunch of colleges and have this conversation. Adulting seems to be a very common term being utilized and thrown out there as millennials and the I generation are making some adult decisions like paying rent and getting health insurance, getting auto insurance, and things along those lines from a financial perspective. We want to be able to make sure that they're making good decisions. And so is there an opportunity for us to be able to leverage that conversation, be able to add value, give that conversation out, and then see if that conversation, that content can then be duplicated in our conversations with these young athletes, because although they make more money, the conversation's still the same because it's about leveraging that dollar. That was my day today. Then afterwards, so after the day, didn't get my exercise in this morning, so went to the YMCA, got my exercise in tonight. It was leg day, so I did a lap of lunges. Want to work up to 3 laps of lunges. I already can feel it in the hammies and the quads, so that was good. And hopefully you had yourself a fantastic day. Talk to you later.